Now, I'm sure you've heard about HPA, and before you change the video, hear me out. If you want some rocket NASA technology in your airsoft gun, I'd watch the rest of this. Today, I'm going to be introducing you guys to Wolverine Airsoft. What's up guys, it's Marck from RWTV, and today I got this special guest, Mr. Rich Lord, all the way from the US. So Rich, why don't you tell us a little something about yourself?
Thanks, Mark. I've been playing airsoft for about almost 15 years now.
Long time.
Yeah. Been having a great time with my friends for years playing the game. During that time, got an engineering degree, went and worked for a couple different companies, worked for NASA for a little bit, doing
rocket scientist.
Yeah, material scientist, but close. Doing machine design for some different companies. Done a variety of different things. About 3 years ago, quit that. Started up my own company, and we've been making. It's called Wolverine Airsoft. We've been making products for the airsoft industry, particularly the HPA side of the industry.
Cool. For some of the guys who may not be familiar with that, you want to tell us a little bit more about HPA?
Sure. So Wolverine Airsoft is the leading innovator in the HPA airsoft segment of the industry. HPA has always had a lot of advantages. Modern HPA technology is very different from like classic guns. If you want ultimate competitive performance, there's no comparison. Just the reliability of the systems, the consistency shot to shot, the trigger response, all that kind of stuff. It really offers a lot of advantages.
So, what's new? What's new for you guys?
Well, just this year we've launched a few new products. One very exciting one is one we call the Wraith Co2 Stop. It is a system that now fits everything, the air supply, on the gun. So instead of having that external tank and line, now you run off of a system that it all fits inside the buffer tube of an M4, for instance, or inside the stock of another gun.
Okay.
Runs off of a CO2 cartridge.
Wow.
But it's not just unregulated CO2, like say a CO2 pistol.
Right.
It has expansion chambers and a regulator, so it's all very precise, very
high-tech stuff.
Very, very high-tech
Wow.
stuff. So we have a couple different systems. One that works with like our Inferno, the system that it fits inside an M4 or an assault rifle style, and that fits inside a buffer tube. But we also have a system, variation of the same system that will fit inside, say, the stock of a VSR-10. Because along with that, another new product for this year is what we call the Bolt. It is a HPA conversion for a spring action rifle. Like a VSR-10, ultimate sniping system. If you want competitive sniping, nothing close to it.
That's really nice. Now, Rich was nice enough to bring us a set of the Bolt, so I think we have one installed into the VSR-10 in the back. I'm gonna go shoot it real quick. I'm gonna come back and we're gonna talk about our thoughts. Is that good?
Let's do it.
So sadly, due to the weather, we couldn't take the gun outside and shoot. But Rich went ahead and installed the Wraith system in this Tokyo Marui VSR-10. Let's take a couple shots at our target at about 20 meters away and let's see how it performs. That's very short stroked. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's incredibly quiet. So for some of you guys, you might have noticed that the regulator doesn't fit completely in the VSR-10. There is a little bit of modification that needs to be done in the stock itself. However, if you have a JG bolt action rifle, it's a drop-in fit. Wow. The bolt action itself is very short. Look at this. That's it. I don't know if you guys can see the fly of that BB as well. I'm going to shoot off into the black tarp and let's see if you can see how straight this BB flies. Very straight. Now, let's go back to the studio and join up with Rich. So, shooting the VSR-10, it was actually pretty fun. It was a different take, really. For me, it was very different. There are three things that really stood out for me. The first thing was, it was extremely quiet.
Part of why it's so quiet is because it's very efficient. It doesn't use a lot of air. So
right.
It provides just the right amount of air to fire the BB. Don't have a lot of extra air, not a lot of extra noise.
The second thing was, it was really consistent, just like you said.
Yeah.
It was flying. The BB flight path was really straight. There wasn't a lot of droppage too.
No, it tends to have a real nice consistent flight path every time.
Yeah.
It's maximizes what you can get out of the hop up is really what it does.
And I think it goes hand in hand with the short travel. That bolt was like, the travel was an inch.
Yeah.
And it was so quick to get my follow-up shots back on.
Right.
With that consistency, I can't imagine the person on the receiving end of this gun.
And it's a highly effective system when it comes to, if you're talking about gaming, sniping, follow-up shots are very easy to get back on target.
Right. This is gonna be a very revolutionary product, I would say, even for the other rifle platforms.
We think so. It really opens up a whole world of opportunities to people that want the advantages that this technology offers, but don't want to deal with the external tank and line.
So I first want to give a huge shout out to Rich. Thanks for coming and spending time with us here in the showroom and talking to us about HPA. And for you guys out there that always had your doubts and reservations about the system itself, I really hope that the Wraith system is something to change your mind or give you a different perspective about that. So for all of Wolverine Airsoft's lineup, don't forget to check out our online store at www.redwolfairsoft.com. My name is Mark, aka Blue Steel, and I'll catch you guys on the next episode of RedWolf TV. Have a good one, guys.